Milky Way Voyager 1. The whisper beyond the sun. For months, Voyager 1, a spacecraft older than the Internet itself, had gone completely silent. 15 billion miles from home. No signal. No data. Only silence. A silence so deep, so absolute, it felt as if the universe itself had drawn a curtain across our last window to the stars. Scientists listened for months, hoping for a flicker, a heartbeat. But there was nothing. It was as if the cosmos had swallowed our most distant voice whole. Had humanity's farthest explorer finally died in the dark? Had the last echo of our ambition drifted quietly into the eternal night? And then, just as hope began to fade, a whisper returned. A fragile pulse cutting through 15 billion miles of emptiness. But this was no ordinary signal. It wasn't a reboot. It wasn't a system check. What Voyager 1 sent back wasn't just data, it was revelation. That the void beyond the sun was not a void at all. Because what Voyager revealed wasn't nothingness. It was structure. It was pressure. It was motion, order, and resistance. It had reached the other side, and what it found there would rewrite our understanding of the universe itself. When Voyager 1 crossed the heliopause in 2012, it became the first human-made object to truly leave the sun's protective bubble. Beyond that invisible boundary, the solar wind gives way to the wind of the galaxy itself. Most believed Voyager would drift quietly into eternal darkness. But in April 2024, after months of static and chaos, it came back to life. And what it began sending shook the foundation of astrophysics. Out there, beyond the heliosphere, space isn't silent. It's alive. It's humming, a deep, continuous vibration, a steady pulse flowing through the dark. Voyager's plasma wave instrument picked up a sound no human ear could ever hear, a low, rhythmic oscillation, as if the interstellar medium itself were breathing. But the hum was just the beginning. Voyager detected bursts of density, spikes of pressure like invisible thunderclaps rolling through the void. These weren't random. They were echoes, shockwaves from ancient supernovas still traveling across the galaxy. It was as though Voyager was sailing through cosmic memory, zones shaped by the deaths of stars that exploded long before Earth even formed. Interstellar space, once thought empty, revealed itself as a restless ocean, filled with invisible currents, eddies, and storms. And Voyager, our fragile metal sailor, was drifting through its unseen weather. As it pushed deeper, its instruments began painting an image no telescope could ever capture. Its magnetometer recorded violent distortions, twisting, spiraling patterns in the galactic magnetic field. They clashed against the sun's field like tectonic plates grinding beneath the Earth. This wasn't chaos. It was design. The turbulence hinted at something vast and intricate, that the Milky Way itself might have a magnetic skeleton. Imagine colossal filaments of invisible force, stretching for light years, guiding where matter collects and where it does not. These unseen bones shape the flow of cosmic radiation, bending the paths of particles accelerated by dying stars and black holes. Voyager had crossed one such filament, a boundary where high-energy particles struck like a storm of needles at nearly light speed. It wasn't a gradual shift. It was abrupt. Like stepping from one world into another. By late 2023, the mission seemed doomed. The signals were garbled, unreadable, a digital ghost whispering nonsense from across the abyss. But NASA's engineers refused to surrender. They searched line by line, code by code, until they found the culprit, a corrupted memory chip, likely struck by a cosmic ray, one of the very phenomena Voyager was out there studying. From 15 billion miles away, they attempted the impossible. They rerouted Voyager's software into backup memory, using 1970s technology to perform brain surgery through time and distance. Every command took 22 hours to reach it, 44 hours for a single reply. Yet they persisted. And then, it worked. In April 2024, the spacecraft stirred. First came engineering data. Then the magnetometer. Then the plasma and cosmic ray detectors. One by one, the instruments awoke, and with each awakening came a new discovery. Voyager wasn't just restored. It was reborn. And once more, humanity had a voice in the interstellar dark. It was a map of the unseen. Not of stars or planets, but of the invisible forces between them, magnetic fields, radiation belts, and density waves shaping the galaxy's anatomy. Scientists realized they could use this data to chart the first galactic GPS, not for planets or moons, but for navigating through magnetic corridors and plasma tides that drift like cosmic weather. Voyager has crossed 2 interstellar clouds, each with its own temperature and magnetic pulse, as if it were gliding through invisible continents of gas. These maps may one day guide explorers, showing safe paths through radiation storms and using natural magnetic fields as shields against cosmic rays. But Voyager's data may reveal something even deeper: how stars are born. Those same filaments and pressure zones could be the places where gas collapses, gravity ignites, and new suns awaken. Voyager isn't just a probe. It's a cartographer of creation. For decades, scientists thought interstellar space was uniform, a silent sea of scattered atoms. Voyager proved otherwise. It's dynamic, layered, alive. It records interstellar weather, sudden changes in density, temperature, and radiation. Each fluctuation is like a gust of invisible wind, revealing that even the void has rhythm. These patterns show how the galaxy breathes, how energy moves through its veins, like discovering ocean currents in what we thought was desert. And then there's the local bubble, a massive, invisible cavity around our solar system, carved long ago by ancient supernovas. Voyager now traces its edge, where magnetic lines bend and densities shift, the scars of stellar explosions frozen in plasma and dust. It's sailing through a graveyard of stars, listening to echoes of their deaths and decoding their final messages written across interstellar space. Every reading is a fragment of the galaxy's forgotten history, etched in the dark for those who dare to listen. But the most haunting truth of all: silence does not exist out there. Voyager hears the galaxy. A low, unending hum, not interference, but the voice of the cosmos. Some call it plasma resonance. Others think it's magnetic vibration. But some whisper it's something deeper, a galactic heartbeat, a rhythm woven into the fabric of space itself. Voyager isn't just hearing it. It's part of it now, a small human-made note inside a universal song. Each fluctuation, each pulse, is a landmark in the first true topography of interstellar space. We're not charting stars anymore, we're charting the spaces between them, the hidden valleys and rivers of energy that shape the Milky Way's flow. And one day, these pathways may guide explorers as they step beyond the light of our sun. Voyager 1 was never built to find life. It was built to endure. To explore. To listen. It carries no weapons, no crew, only questions, and a golden record of who we are. Now, billions of miles away, it still whispers back, its faint voice proving that space is not empty, it remembers. And with each pulse, it reminds us that our greatest journey has only just begun. Because the true frontier was never only among the stars, it was within us all along. So when you look up at the night sky, remember, out there drifts a silent messenger, still listening, still mapping the bones of the galaxy, still carrying our story into forever.